Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Wispin here, and welcome back to another video here on the Poke Central Network. Today, we are actually going to be talking about legendary spawns, and we're actually going to be getting our own Articuno, as well as a few other things. But before we get into that, I want to quickly say, if you want to join me here on my server, the IP is pokecentral.org. All of the links that you guys need to get on the server are down in the description. There's a link to a mod pack that makes it super easy to get Pixelmon, and there is a link to our Discord server, which I definitely recommend joining. There's over 19,000 members. We're getting really close to 20,000, so help us reach that. And if you guys need any help with anything related to Pixelmon or the server, join there. There's a support channel. Because there's 19,000 members, you'll most likely get a response pretty quick. So we have our Orb of Frozen Souls. We got this a while back. I actually can't remember how we got it because I've had it for so long, but we are pretty much almost to filling it up. I believe we need to kill like 5 more Pokemon. Yeah, 5 more KOs and the orb will be completely full. So we can just kill any wild Pokemon to finish filling it up, and that means we can actually summon in an Articuno, which will be our 3rd legendary Pokemon of this series. So currently here on the server, there is actually an event going on for the rest of the weekend. So that is today, which is August 23rd, all the way through August 25th, right? Yeah, so 3 days, till Sunday. And during that event, there's actually 2 times legendary rates, 3 times boss and shiny rates, and 4 times experience. So you can see we kill this level 30 Eradicate, and we get... Well, it didn't say how... I guess we got no experience. That was weird. Okay, I didn't actually see the number. But either way, we are getting a ton of experience just for killing these low-level Pokemon. 2 more KOs to go. We got ourselves an Articuno. Now, luckily, we do actually have a... Centret? Hello? I was like, why can I not battle this thing? We do actually have a Master Ball. We actually have 2 of them, which we got from one of our rare keys, which we got from our vote crates. And so we are going to be able to actually catch the Articuno with a Master Ball if we need to. Of course, I'm going to bring a couple Ultra Balls and a couple of Quick Balls just in case we can try to catch it without using a Master Ball. But most likely, we're going to have to fall back on that. Before we go get ourselves the Articuno, because the orb is now completely full, I am going to go ahead and open up all of our vote keys. So I have this vote shop here at my island where you can get to by doing /pwarpwispin, and a bunch of people have been selling me vote keys every single day since I added this for 3,500 per key. And as you can see down here, we have quite a few chests. I don't know exactly how many chests are completely full, but we can check it out. So we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, that one's not full, so 3 down here. But then I also know we already had this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So that is a total of, I think, 9 chests, because there is 10 chests here in total, and we have all but this one completely filled up. So 9 chests of vote keys. This is going to take a very long time for me to actually use all of these. So I'm actually going to set home vote so I can just warp right back here. And I guess I'm just going to get to work. I'll put a chest down. I'll get all of these keys opened up. It's going to take a while, and then I will show you exactly what I get. So to save myself a little bit of time, I disabled the animation for the crate. It's still going to take me quite a while to actually get all of these used up, but at least this way we don't have to wait on the animation or lag out the server from opening up like 500 menus worth of animations. So this is actually what I got from an entire double chest of vote keys. It doesn't really look like a lot, but 21 of those keys turned into rare candies, and a whole bunch of them turned into Ultra Balls. We did get ourselves another experience all, which isn't good for us because we already have one. You can really only use one, but I think it's a pretty valuable item worth maybe 100K or something like that. So we might end up selling that, although I don't need the money. I'm at over 12 million coins right now, even after buying all of these vote keys from people. Okay, so I'm going to go through the rest of the 8 and a little bit double chests, and we're going to see exactly how many items we end up with. I'll just do all of them, and then I'll come back to you guys. I'm not going to show each individual chest, but it should be fun to try and get through all of these keys. All right, guys, we are on our very last key, which is going to be 2,000 coins. As you can see right there, we actually already have 1 Master Ball from that, but if we open up our chest containing all of the loot we received from all of those vote keys combined, almost 10 chests, 9 and then just a few extra keys, I guess, we got some pretty good stuff. You know, I don't know if we necessarily profited off of buying these keys. I'm going to go ahead and actually calculate exactly how much it cost us to get all the keys, and then we're going to look at what we got and see if it was worth it. Wow, okay, I was not expecting this. So I did 54 times 9. There's 54 slots per chest times 9, and then I added an extra 12 keys because I figured that was probably about what was in that last chest. It was either... might have been 10, 11, or 12 keys. I can't remember. But either way, that's around 1.74 million coins to buy all those keys. 1.74 million. So if we hadn't bought them, we'd be at nearly 15 million, 14 and some change million coins. So in that case, I would say probably definitely not worth it, I think. I know the Master Balls probably go for maybe 100, 200K each, and then this EXP All might go for about the same, so this might be about 1 million coins here between these 6 items. Rare Candies, I think, probably go for around like 3,000, so 3,000 times, we'll just pretend it's, well, it'd be 120, right? 56 plus 64. That would be another, that's not a lot. That's like 360,000, so that's like 1.5 million, I guess. Actually... if this is 1 million and this is like 400K, that gets us near it, and then the rest of the items in here definitely don't add up to fill up the rest of that balance. So, you know, it's probably about break even, maybe lose a little bit, but it was still a cool kind of little experiment, and it's nice to have the Master Balls. And if we do value things on the high end, maybe a Master Ball is worth 250,000. Maybe this is worth 250,000. That's 1.5 million there. This is worth another maybe 500,000. That's 2 million. Then we're up over what we actually spent. So it really just depends on what we could end up selling these items for. And because I'm the owner here on the server, I'm sure I could get enough money to break even, but I'm not really too worried about it. The next thing we're going to do is open up these 8 random Pokemon eggs, which probably aren't going to give us anything all that valuable, but I'm just going to open them all up, and we're going to see what we end up with here. All right, we got a Sandshrew, a Dratini, a Squirtle, a Ghastly, a Magikarp, a Dunsparce, a Chikorita, and a Magby. All right, you know what? That's not too bad. At least we got ourselves some of our Pokedex filled up. Speaking of which, if we open up our Pokedex, we're only at 10% complete for our Pokedex. That is so terrible. I don't even know. We need to definitely work on that at some point in the future. And we're going to get things started off working on that straight away by heading over to the Safari Zone. Actually, home vote. Let me grab one of our Master Balls from our vote key. We'll grab some Ultra Balls and actually P-Warp. We'll grab one Quick Ball just in case. And now let's warp on over to the Safari Zone and work our way all the way back to where the Articuno Shrine is. Where'd my... Here it is. I was like, where'd my orb go? Oh, no. All right. Actually, and also I want to grab this out and make sure it's turned on. And that way we'll get some experience when we catch this Articuno, because 4 times experience... I don't know exactly how that works, how it like determines how much experience to give you, but I'm assuming a legendary will give a pretty significant amount. So we're going to get some experience from that. All of our Pokemon are, actually, these guys are pretty high levels already. What level is our... Oh, by the way, in the last episode, I said I lost my Leafeon. Turns out I had just put it in the daycare in the previous episode, so it was there. It wasn't lost. I'm just very forgetful. All right, so here's some snow. This should be the way, I think, to the Articuno Shrine. Oh, well, there's sand. All right, I think we need to, I guess, keep going. Maybe this direction now? I was expecting it to be in the snow. Oh, did we pass it, maybe? Maybe it's back this way. Oh, I'm not sure. Ah, geez, I don't know. I think it's this way. It's really a lot easier to navigate with Fly, but I'm pretty sure it's still out further. I want to go towards the snow, but I'm fairly certain that we need to go past these trees, and we'll hit some more ice. Yep, there's some ice. Okay, cool. We are going the right way. So that should be the shrine right there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're going to get ourselves this Articuno. Hopefully it doesn't glitch out or anything. That would be very unfortunate, but we should be good to go. All right, guys. 3, 2, 1. Articuno, let's go. let me actually, okay, so we're going to start things off with a quick ball. Always got to take the chance on the quick ball. Probably not going to work out for us. I don't think we're going to, yeah, it broke out so quickly there. And you know what? I'm not even going to waste the Ultra Balls. You saw how fast that quick ball broke out. The Ultra Ball has an even lower chance of catching it. So we're just going to go for the Master Ball. 100% catch rate. Let's get this thing. And then we don't have to worry about wasting a bunch of the Ultra Balls. There we go. We got it. That's actually awesome. Okay. Wow, we got a ton of experience. This 4 times. Oh my, the chat is just dead. Wow. Look how many GGs. Oh my gosh. That's insane. There's, I guess, 100 players online, but still, that's so many GGs. All right, so let me actually go ahead and grab our Articuno. That's 3 legendaries. 3 legendaries we have. So we need to get a Moltres. Not a big fan of Moltres, but it would probably be a good idea to get one just because we have the other 2 legendary birds. So it would just be kind of cool to have all 3. So maybe we'll try to get another orb. But for now, let's go ahead and take a look at our Articuno and see exactly its stats. Okay, so that's terrible. So right off the bat, we have a terrible nature. IVs, number 3. Okay, decent IVs. Not the worst IVs ever. I do think Articuno is probably a special attacker, so that's not great. But it could be a lot worse. Or Zapdos was a lot worse when we actually caught it. So I'll take the 86%, but the nature I don't think is really all that great. So guys, here on the server on August 24th, starting at 9 a.m. EST, we're actually doing an event where a legendary will be guaranteed to spawn every 65 minutes on the dot. That means that if you get on the server and you see a legendary spawn, you can basically calculate exactly how long until the next legendary will spawn. The reason I'm doing 65 minutes instead of just 60 minutes is because I kind of want it to vary hour to hour, so that it doesn't end up spawning exactly on the hour every hour. So it does take a little bit of extra effort to actually calculate the exact time it's going to spawn every single time, but it'll be every 65 minutes on the dot for all of the servers: silver, crystal, gold, emerald, ruby, all of them. You'll have to kind of calculate separately on each server if you do decide to join multiple, which I guess could be something that you do. I don't know. You could look at I think /LL. I don't know. I think you guys have access to that. And you could basically just see the last legend spawned an hour and 18 minutes ago. So then, well, that won't be the case because it's an hour and 5 minutes. But you can see like the last legend spawned 30 minutes ago. So the next one will be in 35 minutes. And I think it'll be pretty cool. It's only going to last 24 hours. So it'll start August 24th at probably around 9 a.m. Not 9 a.m. exactly on the dot because I'm always late with these sorts of things, but around 9 a.m. is where I'm going to aim to try and get it. And then we'll go ahead and turn it off the following day around the same time. So 24 hours. Good luck, guys. I hope you guys get some legendaries. I know a lot of people have been trying for a while. This is probably one of your best chances because usually legends spawn every 2 to 3 hours. So you're guaranteed to have one spawn every 65 minutes. I hope to see you guys on the server. Hopefully we can max all of the servers out. That would be really cool. That should be 120 players per server. Put us up to, 5 times 120, 600 players online. That'll actually be really awesome. And I guess now's a good time as any. Ranks are currently 50% off. If you have a rank, you can actually skip the queue. I shouldn't say that. If you have a rank, you can be put in the front of the queue. So the way that it works is if a server is full, there is a queue to join, just like most games. And so if you have a rank, you get put in front of all the non-ranked players. So they're 50% off. If the servers are full and you're trying to get online and it's taking a really long time, you can go over to buy.pokecentral.org, pick yourself up a rank for $5. It supports the server. It helps me out so I can keep making these videos, keep running the server, and you'll also get a bunch of perks on top of just being able to skip all the non-ranked players in the queue. I definitely recommend, though, if you are going to buy a rank, go for Legend rank. You get /fly. It's really awesome, and we currently have a build contest going on, which you can actually win $100 PayPal or $200 store credit if you do end up winning. Check out my last video for more details, but I definitely feel like /fly is pretty necessary when it comes to building. So definitely the best perk out of all the ranks. I believe with the 50% off, it is a $25 rank, which isn't too crazy. You do get a bunch of other stuff. It's not just /fly. It's like /pokeheal, /PC, and probably like 5 or 6 other commands on top of a daily kit, which is pretty useful. So as I mentioned briefly there, we are having a build contest, and the last video I posted explains all the rules and guidelines and the theme and all of that different stuff. But in the next episode, I am going to get started on building my own submission for the contest. Now, I'm not going to select myself as the winner. That would be a little bit silly, but it should be fun to participate and try to build. The theme is actually a haunted tower. Really, we leave it open up to your guys' interpretation of what exactly that is, because we want you guys to be able to be as creative as possible and as unique as possible. I've seen so many different submissions that look really cool, and they are very unique and very different from one another. There's a lot of like haunted castle themed builds, and some other builds that really are just totally unique. There's like even modern style builds, which is pretty cool to see. I don't know exactly what we're looking for, but I'll definitely know when I see it. So I hope you guys do enter. As I said before, you can win $100 PayPal or $200 store credit, which if you use it during a 50% off sale, that's actually more like $400 store credit, which is a little bit insane. But only one winner, so good luck to you guys. The winner also, which personally I think this is the best prize, you'll get your build actually used as an official server build, so everyone on the server will be seeing it and using it and different stuff like that. Again, we're keeping that secret, so you won't know exactly what it's being used for, but just make sure that there's enough space on the interior so that we can have a bunch of players inside, because there's usually 80 to 120 players online, and so there needs to be room for quite a few people. But there's so much exciting stuff in the work for this server, so definitely come play, come check it out. We actually are running out of TMs in our shop. That's really rare. Okay, so I take like 3 days off, and now everything's just falling apart. It's chaos here. We have a lot of pearls, though. Actually, let me go ahead and sell a bunch of these. We really don't need to maintain this many pearls for all these different items. So I'm going to go ahead and sell all these pearls. That's another 774,000 coins right there. We do need these rare candies. That's fine. These diamonds, we have over 3 stacks. That's fine. We don't have much iron here. A lot of people have been buying it, and actually I think I have some down here, but we're going to hang on to this. Still have yet to build my Pokeball factory. I actually realized that just adding a sell sign usually works, although even our Pokeballs are about out of stock now, which is not great. We'll have to work on that. But yeah, I'm going to use this space over here to build the haunted tower, and maybe we'll actually end up using it for something, possibly even moving our shop in there rather than just having chests all randomly sprawled out around our island. I also want to go ahead and finish up this border here of flowers around the pathway, which I think I'm actually going to go ahead and do right now so that we can kind of start getting things put together here on the island. I think it looks pretty nice. So I'm going to go ahead, continue this path around, start doing some different stuff here on the island to make it a little bit nicer, because we haven't made much progress in a while, and I would really like to start doing that. All right, so I went ahead, I expanded this around a little ways, and then we got to the point where we were kind of in the mountain. So I kind of just spammed some random blocks here. I don't really necessarily like how this ended up looking, but I'm not going to spend too much time on just the side of a mountain. So I didn't really like when it was just kind of flat, so I tried to add a little bit of like an overhang, and then just spam some random blocks in there. It still looks a little bit weird, but trust me, it looks a lot better than it did. I think we might even have to make it extend out a little bit bigger and kind of go down further on either side. I don't know if that makes sense, but I can kind of envision it. It needs a little more work, but it's better than it was before. I even threw in some ores and different stuff just to add a little variety. And then here we actually need to do something as well, because this is where our donation chest is. Now, it's totally full because I haven't actually picked anything up out of it in quite a while. And actually, I don't need a claiming tool or a nest ball lid, fresh water with that, but I'll take the Stone Edge TM. So we're going to have to go through. We'll have to figure that out as well. I think maybe we build a fountain that kind of fits into the theme of this arena, and we throw it right here, and it can kind of act as like a wishing well fountain sort of a thing. That could be pretty cool. Did not mean to pick those up. Okay. But we're going to save that for a little bit later on, probably in a future episode, or I might just do it off video. But that could be a really cool look. And then over this way, I don't know exactly what we're going to do. I'm thinking about maybe just expanding the beach down here and making a path that leads down to the beach, which could kind of be a cool look, and then possibly building my house either here or over /fly over here in this area. We'll have to figure that out, and I think it actually caved in here at some point. I'm not sure when that happened. But for now, we're going to go ahead and leave things there. We got a little bit done in the video. We got our Articuno spawned in, and I was able to let you guys know about the current legendary event that's going on the server. I really hope to see you guys online. Make sure to go ahead and join our Discord to help us get to 20,000 members. And that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure to go ahead and leave a like on it. Every like this video gets, I will give myself 1 gem in the next video. I do that every single episode, so it really helps me out, and it lets me actually get some pretty cool legendary Pokemon stats, because usually they come out pretty bad, but if you can modify them with gems, it helps out a lot. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.